So it's pretty cold out today, 26th of December, and I was getting gutters replaced today. They came by, but they took it off, and I was worried about this. The fascia board behind it is like rotted, so I'm tearing it off now and putting a new one up. I'm trying to go quick because I want them to come here this week to finish it. So this is front and back of the house. So I also need to take this opportunity to run a wire out here because I'm putting a camera right here. So I might as well do that now. Okay, so there's a spot right here. Careful not to destroy the drip edge. Right there. Fascia board on the front got replaced yesterday. I'll go show that. But currently I'm doing the back side now. So we have a huge snowstorm right now. Like, we already have 10 inches. It was 10 inches probably by 10 o'clock. And it's supposed to snow all the way until 10 p.m. And I'm gonna attempt to get out of this driveway. I shoveled it a little bit, but we will see. Wow, there's some weight up there on top of this car. Made it out. Getting back up is going to be the problem. And the crazy thing is that they're actually plowing the roads. Like this, they're plowing. I mean, look at that. They're plowing the roads, and it still looks like this. I mean, this is how much snow we have. How crazy is it outside? Oh, what's this crazy? What do you think, Anchor?
More muscly and stuff. Yeah, I know. That's the horse I, and they have short tails and stuff. They're literally made to work.
Stay.
Gotta clear it off just in case.
Uh-huh.
Of an emergency, you know?
So this is more of an in-depth video about the security system and the whole smart home that I've set up here. So I'll show you kind of how that works and what I went with. So what I'm doing is I want everything to talk to each other. I want it to all connect kind of seamlessly. So I'll show you what I went with from start to finish. The first thing that I got, because I knew I wanted it to be Apple HomeKit approved, I went with Ecobee. So we have the Ecobee thermostat right here, and it's great. It connects to your Wi-Fi. It shows you the temperature in the house. Right now, everything's off because it's so nice outside. I have all the windows open. But on every door right now, I have these sensors right there. Those sensors will tell you if the door is open, and it detects if the door is open. It will, for more than a minute without being closed, it will turn off heating and cooling for energy efficiency. The second thing I got that's HomeKit approved that took me the longest to figure out. Once I figured it out, I'm like, oh yeah, duh. I was trying to add the Yale Smart Lock to my HomeKit. I could do it through the Yale app, no big deal. Right here, the buttons are here. It's pretty cool. But so what I figured out is there's an extra piece that you have to plug in, which I got, but I was scanning the wrong code to add it to the HomeKit app, so it would not add. But once I got it, it works flawlessly. It's very good. So I have sensors there. I have a sensor on this side door over here, and then we have a sensor on the sliding door, which is open right now. So let's go back to the Ecobee thermostat, and I will show you this. So I also got, these aren't HomeKit approved. It says test. That is these infrared 10-year smoke and carbon monoxide detectors. And they've already been tested and work. What happens is when there's smoke from cooking something, or they're not so sensitive that any smoke will set them off, but they are sensitive enough that when they go off, they all talk to each other, and it will go off in every room. So that's important, especially sleeping at night. That way one isn't going off in just one place and you can't hear it. So they'll fire off in every room. But it's cool because when they do go off, I'll show you what happens. With the Ecobee tied into your Apple HomeKit, which then this acts as a speaker. There's a speaker on this. So it's like a HomePod. This works like a HomePod. You can use it for Alexa too. So it doesn't have to just be Apple HomeKit. So what this does is it's also a microphone. It picks up the noise. And then your HomePods, which I have two in the kitchen here, that are paired. These are a pair. There's one, and they talk to each other, and they'll hear the smoke alarm, and when they do, it sends a notification to your HomeKit and says, hey, the smoke alarms are going off at your house. So you don't need to buy some kind of Wi-Fi smoke alarms. Those are wireless, those smoke alarms. They're not wired into anything. They run on a 10-year battery. So you save money there. So I just ordered 10 of them and put them in every room. So it works good. And then this is how HomeKit works. So I have so with the thermostat, you set it up, you add it to your Apple HomeKit, and then you can buy products from Ecobee or others, and it all ties into your HomeKit, no big deal. So for the indoor camera, I have an Ecobee camera up there. That's the only one we have in the house. It's just the main area. And then outside, I have Eve outdoor cameras. They're really nice. They're infrared, night vision. They even do facial recognition. So they scan my Google Photos. So if it's someone who is not in my Google Photos, it will say we don't recognize this person. So it's just like a safety thing. But then we have the latest thing was this doorbell camera right here. And that works really good. It has an awesome distance set, so you can set the distance of where you want it to do detection. And then all the siding and windows are going to be redone. But I did put this camera up. That's the Eve outdoor camera. You set automations on it so that it will go off. The light on it will go off only at night. It doesn't go off every time. It's a motion sensor. And then I have the same one in the backyard. But let's say we want to look at all of those. You don't even have to look at it on your phone. So in the house, this computer doesn't stay here. I just came upstairs because it's so nice, so I don't have to work downstairs. But I have a Samsung frame TV because I do a lot of photography, so I wanted something where I could change photos, without buying a ton of photos and hanging them on the wall, because I do have canvases. But what you can do with this is, I'm trying to find the remote. Oh, here we go. I have an Apple TV connected to this on the other side of the wall. And if you were to go to it, and let's go up to, if you hold the TV button, it comes up here. So you have driveway, doorbells. So I have a side one. This is not Ecobee. This is a Logitech circle view camera. Works really well. Doesn't have night vision. I'm okay with that, but you can it turns on a motion light on it, which is good. In this bottom corner here. You can see all the construction that's going on the side there and in the driveway. But that side, it's a doorbell because that is a door. It's this door right here. However, this thing right here, the reason I didn't put it on the front of the house is because the reviews show that it overheats. So I wanted it blocked from the sun, and the front door, the sun rises at the back door and sets at the front door. So when that happens, I noticed last year when we were working on this house how incredibly hot the front got with that sunset, especially in the middle of summer. So I decided to put that there. So here's all of our live views. Backyard camera, I don't know why it's not. This does not happen. I don't know why. So I'm using a Nighthawk router right now. And let's say that you're watching TV on the Apple TV. We have one there. And then we have one up here with the projector. So these are the full HomePods, not HomePod minis right here. And they are paired as a pair, and they are tied to that Apple TV up there. And when we want to watch like a movie with friends and have like great sound system and stuff, we pull this down like this, and we can come and let's turn it on first. So it's pretty cool because let's say you're watching something, what will happen is it will notify you if you have your system set or it's after hours, you have an after hours setting and there's motion or someone at your door, it will jump up in here and like show you like there's someone at your side door or whatever, because we've been going out the side door because we have baby chickens out there. So they've been, oh, there we go. See the backyard showing up just fine. Right there. Right there. So the side door last night, like it notified when we were watching something because I went out there to check on the baby chickens. So on top of like the HomePods and all of them talking to each other and being able to just see it right from your phone or my computer or even the Apple TVs when you have the TVs on, the other thing that is tied into it is I bought these smart switches that are made by a company called Kasa, Kasa. I'll link everything that I bought in the description below. So there's a cat meowing at me. Where's she at? Let's see her. Hey, you shut your mouth. You shush. You shush. Shh, shh, shh. Uh-oh. Talking kitty. Talking kitty. Shh. No. So what's nice about these is behind the wall plate, when you put these up, these are dimmers. These two are the dimmer switches. There's a dimmer here. We have one that controls the kitchen right here. We have one that controls the this right here. So, for example, I can be like, Siri, turn on the living room lights. And it'll turn them on. Like this, see? Hey, Siri, turn off the living room lights. Off. There we go. So, yeah, they work good. So they're not just dimmers though. So like out in the garage, I have one of these installed, but it's not a dimmer, it's just a regular one. And then this one here doesn't have that on here. These are just for these two fans. Same with the fan in the living room. However, I can get those to be just like regular switches right here. One controls the fan, one controls the light, but I haven't It's not really necessary. You're sitting here, you can flip it on. So, and that light isn't very bright. So it works good. So those lights, we have them in the master bathroom, the regular bathroom here, and we have them, let's see, master bathroom, bedroom, and the like. So it all works very good. But basically, you have these third-party products, but when they say HomeKit approved, that means you can add everything to your HomeKit, so you don't have to mess with these multiple apps to run your home. You do it all through Apple HomeKit, including Ecobee. There's only a few things in the Ecobee app that I can adjust. One thing that is very interesting that I did not account for, but that I'm really happy with, is that your HomePods actually they detect the temperature in the room. So I have these temperature detectors turned off because they're next to the stove, but like those over there detect the temperature. The ones in the master bathroom and bedroom detect the temperature. And I'm probably going to put 2 more HomePods and hook them up back here. Small ones though, minis, to have like complete surround sound in here. And those will also detect the temperature in the room. I'll probably actually not do that for these ones because they're going to be up in the ceiling, up above. Heat rises and it'll detect that it's too hot. So another sensor that Ecobee comes with is this guy right here. This Ecobee sensor, I have it mounted right under the countertop. It's out of the way. You can't really see it. You don't notice it, but I know it's here. It detects the temperature in the room. It is ideally placed. It's away from the dishwasher, which is on that side. The trash can is right here as a drawer, as you can see. And then it's not against an outside wall. It's away from the stove, and it points that direction. So that's the most ideal scenario for getting the temperature regulated through your house. And I have the dominant room. You can set a dominant room. Like if this temperature is too high or if this temperature is too low, regulate the temperature that way. You go back the other way, you naughty cat. Go on. So I have the main room, these 2 rooms, like this is the one that's set as the main temperature. It's pretty easy to set up. The Ecobee app is very easy to use. And then once you have that set up, once that's all done, it's in HomeKit and you just have to operate it from within HomeKit. And I'll show you what that looks like. Here it is. This is what it looks like. You can see it right there. And it shows like your cameras, what the temperature is of the main thermostat. Is it on or off? You can mess with that in here, on, off, cool, heat, all that good stuff. And then you have like the entrance to your door locked. You can set these scenes for like good morning, good night. Good morning, if I press that, I know it turns on certain lights, as well as in the winter, it raises the sleep temperature. But I also have it set to when I disarm the security, it knows it's morning, past 6 a.m. And then you have like, it shows you Apple TV, kitchen lights. So like I can turn those on from in here. Right now they're set to dim 1, so I can turn them way up. So that's what that dimmer switch looks like. You have like the outside lights, your HomePods, HomePod minis. But see, I'll show you when you click on these, it will show you, let's do it interesting. Let's go to, you have to go to climate, my bad. You go to, climate in the top left corner. And it shows you the overall climate. And then what you can do is go over to temperature, and then it shows you all the temperature of the HomePods and what they're picking up. It's quite good, especially if you travel and go away. So I don't know. I'd highly recommend it. I haven't used the Alexa version. I am interested to know like what it's like. But there's so many TVs too that work with HomeKit, like the Samsung frame TV right here. My silly TCL, really cheap 70-inch in the bedroom is the same thing. So I also have these smart plugs, for example, for like my daughter has like a light, 2 lights for her pet reptile, her snake, and there's a red one and a day one. So they switch off automatically, and they're set to day and night. So, and it's based on the time zone you're in and when first light is. So it works very well. And that is it. Very customizable. You can look at your cameras, all that good stuff. You can talk through them if they're two-way cameras. All of my cameras are, so they work very, very well. And that is probably my walkthrough. I may have missed a few things, but other than that, this works extremely well. Oh, one final thing that's awesome. So I have this set to, there's a setting on here. Let me show you. I'll go over to the ecobee app, or the ecobee thermostat, and you can set this in the app too, but I have it set to air quality. So see how it says clean? The air quality is clean. If it is not clean, it will give me a warning. Like we had a thing where for some reason, the dog had jumped up to try to get food off the stove and turned the gas on the stove. We had no idea it was running. We were home, thank goodness. But you started to smell it. Well, just as we started to smell it, this thing fired off and said, like, your air quality is very poor. We're detecting like very high CO2 levels, and just, I mean, it was scary. And I'm like, what in the world? And I realized what had happened. Just open windows and stuff, and then you can literally watch it like go down by the minute. It is a very, I'm very happy with it. I think it's great. And then you can even enter with the ecobee thermostat. You can enter it into your energy providers like program to show that you have that thermostat, and they will like give you a discount and all of that stuff. So it's pretty cool. Let me know what you think about it in the description below, or also I'll link to all of the things that I got and where you can buy it. I bought most of this stuff on Amazon, minus the ecobee doorbell. I got a promotion through ecobee and got that doorbell for real cheap. I mean, it already isn't very expensive. It's under $200, so it works really well. That circle view camera was way more, and those Eve outdoor cameras were way more. But I will link to all of that stuff. And I hope that if you have any questions about it, how something works, you can leave that down below too, and I can try to answer those as soon as I can and get to them. So, all right, have a good day, everybody.